Okay, so like I said yesterday, from 0 to GMT, we have this area here that was uh, that would have marked either would have marked the risk zone, right? I said this was the risk zone if you were buying, this was the risk zone if you were selling, and you can clearly see that it stayed within the risk zone for buying, and then later it went up to this price where it is now. We still have a few hours left in the day, but if you bought here at this break, which is just a shadow, or if you bought at a close here, um, you had about a 14 pip stop. There was no break of that stop line up to the maximum. What's at 28? It's current price at 18, so it still is over a 1-to-1. It's not finished closing yet. Still have a couple of hours left, but you can see that the form was right. So I'm gonna let's do tomorrow. See what's for tomorrow. Okay, so as far as we see that in the long term here, going back to October, there's a traction to the upside. So for buying, there's a traction for buying. So even though this price is looks like it's in a downtrend, but you can see that it's in a range here. It's because it's actually oversold probably, and there's a traction to buying. We should start looking at that. Currently, but for today, for today's range, you can see that there is a very strong support here. There's two supports here, so those are attractions, but also used as support. Remember that they have the two purposes, the two uses. So as far as regions, risk reward regions, there's this region. This is so if I measure this region, this is 23 pips to 44 pips. So this region obviously is bigger. If I go out to, let's say, 19 GMT, it's 44 pips to 42 pips. So even at 20, 21 GMT, it's still like a 1-to-1 risk reward. So if it is in this zone, that means that this zone is smaller. This is the risk region, this is the reward region. So you should, if it goes under this line here, then you sell to this target. And either side of, if it stays on this side, this is still the risk region, and then you just continue buying, and this would be the stop. This boundary of the risk region would be the stop if you're buying. So right now it is in that on that side. So let's say at 0 GMT, if it crosses and it's right around here, I would just stay in a buy, and then like I said, if it crosses under this boundary, then you would sell to hit this target. If it continues under this price, then that's free fall. There's nothing down there. There's no support down there. So let's say price starts here, for example. That's already 70 pips. So yeah, I don't think it would get much further than that. But if you generally I see the two probabilities either being stay in a buy if it's above this line after 0 GMT, and then use this as the risk region and this as the stop boundary. And if it crosses this, then you can sell and target this. And that would be the two things that I would do today, that I would expect today. So, or that I would use. So let's see what happens tomorrow.